Rowbotham Lake.
Rowbotham Lake.
This is a place that Johnny's gone a lot. It's like his backyard, kind of. He said he was like 12. He would just go off on his own and just like explore on his quad. That's just like what he would do. And he had a really good sense of direction. So he would just like go up these logging roads, like find cool spots, go through the hills, like check out the valleys. That's just what he did for fun. There's a funny video of him driving a side-by-side because he forgot the ramps. So he just drove it right off the trailer. He just backed it right up off the trailer.
Oh my God.
I know. And then, yeah, we ripped up there. It took us about an hour to get up. There's just a gorgeous shot that the drone got as we're like coming into the lake. And I think we saw a bear.
Oh.
Yeah, like as we're driving, because I was flying the drone and I noticed that I saw like a black thing. And I think it was a bear. And then Johnny's like, you see that bear? And I'm like, no, I saw it on the thing, but we were going so fast and it was so chaotic, I wasn't really sure. And then he dropped me off, unloaded all the stuff. I figured he'd be gone for a couple hours. Hour goes by. Yeah, normal.
Yeah.
Another hour goes by. I'm thinking, okay, probably in the next 45 minutes, they're probably going to be creeping up here. Another hour. He maybe dropped me off at like 1:30. There's a funny video where I'm like, I just start talking to the camera and I'm just like, there's a good chance they're not going to come back. Because like, I thought probably something happened to the side-by-side on the way down. Like something happened or he got back down there, picked up Nico. Something happened on the way up.
Yeah.
It's broken. They can't get up here. So I'm thinking like worst case scenario, I'm up here by myself for 2 days. So anyways, it's like 7 o'clock, I think at this point. And then I hear them in the background. And Johnny goes,
"We're coming, Matt, we're coming."
Oh, really?
We're coming. You can hear him across the lake, just booming across the lake. I was like, woo! And and then they roll in and then they start telling me the story. It's like 10 minutes from dropping me off, and then the control arm broke. Thing that holds the wheels, that makes sure the wheels are kind of like able to go. They're like a part of the frame almost.
Like almost like the axle.
Yeah, I don't know. The axle.
Two councils don't know anything about cars. So.
No. But anyways, the metal piece, they were explaining like the ball joint, it broke off completely. So the whole thing basically like fell and it like undrivable. And so Johnny had just gotten into service. So he calls Nico. Nico drove to Johnny Senior's. So Johnny just got a new side-by-side, but there's no motor in it. But all the parts are really good. And like, so Nico disassembled the
Thank God could you imagine if Nico had gone up first and it was you?
That's what I was saying. If it was me, I said that to them the last day. I was like, guys, what if it was me up there? They're like, well, we would have had to walk you through how to do it. And I'm like, it would have taken 2 days. Like Nico did it in like literally 4 hours, like the quickest possible.
Wow.
I was shocked that all that happened and that they actually made it up there. He did it so fast. And like, that's Nico. Nico's a whiz mechanic. So is Johnny. They got a hold of a buddy, one of Johnny's buddies. I forget what his name is, Justin. I think he drove Nico up there in his Tacoma with the part. And then him and Johnny assembled the part like up the mountain. Comes back and yeah, they were like telling me the story. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, we could get some steaks. So yeah, they came and then we cooked some steaks and just like chilled and had a great time. Me and Nico slept outside.
Under the stars.
Yeah, we slept under the stars. All tucked up in our sleeping bags. You can just see my face here. Just curled up and like we had this big piece of wood that we used as our footrest. And,
so funny.
oh, it was great. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really good. And then the next day we woke up, had some coffee. And then eventually we started trekking. We started walking to this ridge. And this ridge is just like probably the most beautiful view I've ever seen. Like we're at the side of our mountain and down the valley. And then up the other side of there's roads or like dirt logging roads beneath. And then on the other side of the valley is Mount Arrowsmith or Mount Arrowsmith Lake. And then, and as you go into the distance, big Mount Arrowsmith,
wow.
Like gorgeous, just right there. Just like the scale of being able to stand on side of this mountain and see this other massive mountain and just be able to like scan, like that's Port Alberni and that's Parksville and just so cool.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I've done big hikes and you like get to a viewpoint or something and it's just like all of a sudden you feel very small. Like yeah, like there's just this weird bodily sensation of being like, whoa, I am just a tiny little speck in this world.
And there was this moment where we were sitting and Johnny had this song playing. It was like this meditative kind of, I don't know, almost like landscape music. And we all got quiet and we were just looking out at the ridge. And yeah, boys often aren't quiet together, you know, like it was special that we could just do that. And I just got struck by this feeling of gratitude and appreciation for you, for them, just for life and just all the things that I get to do. I started crying. And at first I was trying to fight it because you don't want to cry in front of your male friends, but in front of these male friends you can. So I was just, you know, they were aware that I was crying. Couldn't hold it anymore. And Nico put his hand on my chest and holding his hand, and Johnny complimented me on being able to show my emotions, which meant a lot. Yeah, because I look up to him and just his strength, you know, but it's cool that he recognized that in me. That was special.
I think he looks up to you and your strength in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, like you look at him and his strength, but I notice how he looks at your emotional strength with such admiration.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot too. Yeah, it was just kind of tears coming out of my eyes for a good bit, and it felt really good though. It felt really good to just be there in that moment and appreciate that. Yeah, so then we headed back to camp and made dinner again. And again, we were pretty tired at that point. We were like all pretty gassed, but we busted out the slingshot, built up like a wood sort of target, and we put some cans on there.
Oh my God.
Oh, hang on.
Fuck you.
You fucking talked in your backswing, man.
Yes.
Rule number one, don't talk in the backswing.
You had the back.
I didn't. I was actually just...
No, you said hang on. That's the second time. I was like, what the fuck?
Nico nailed 2 in a row.
Oh, there it is. How's it feel, Meeks?
Good. Yeah. That was my third try, though, unfortunately. Bet you guys couldn't go after it. I know I could try to get the second one.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, man. 2 in a row. Oh! Woo!
Boys being boys.
Boys being boys, went in a lake, washed ourselves in the lake, had baths.
Was it cold?
Not really.
No.
No, it like the initial plunge is like a little chilly, but you kind of warm up to it pretty quick. We definitely heard some stuff the second. Oh, there's bears. We heard a lot of bears.
Oh, really?
Lots. Yeah, we heard a lot of growls. We waited way too long to hang up the cooler. It was an ordeal. If they weren't there, no way I'm hanging up that cooler. We just because they're mechanically sound with the straps and they're just thinking, so we hang it up between 2 trees and then hoist it up in the middle. It was just hilarious, 3 monkeys just trying to get this thing up there.
Yeah.
And we were hearing the bear growls as we were doing it.
Really?
We were hearing them, yeah.
Have you heard that before?
I've heard bear growls, but not that many in such a short period of time. Some far, some, and you could tell they were traveling kind of around us. They were
circling. Oh
yeah,
my
circling.
God. I do think that every time you've gone on these trips, you always come back with that piece of just it feels so good to kind of ground back into well, what is important, and not taking it for granted, oh, I can just go to the fridge and or have a nice hot cup of coffee in the morning, or go have a shower, good sleep with all my pillows, but I think beyond the creature comfort kind of aspect, I think it helps you like remember not to sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
I noticed that it kind of recalibrates for you of just being able to like have like a bigger picture of like what is worth my stress.
Yeah.
And because bears, stressful.
Worth the stress.
Yeah. Other things, inconvenient.
Yeah, and like I guess life kind of disappears in a way. Like you're away from work. Our phones are off. We got no service up there. No one's on Instagram and shit like that. We're just
distraction free.
We're just hanging out, making food, snacking, talking, just really like connecting with each other and just kind of living probably more so how people are designed to live.